I'm very frustrated because one of my favorite jokes, one of my favorite things to say was always, as the, now, formerly favorite thing to say was, as the great Kanye West once said, good morning. Can't make that joke anymore. So, hopefully everyone had a relatively smooth Reg experience. We've made some upgrades to the con from last year. I am notably much less sweaty and much better slept and not panicking as much, so all good. No, it won't. It will not change. I will continue to be not sweaty and slept this entire weekend because everything is going so good. So for context, hands up if this is your first Furrydelphia. Wow, you're all over there. You guys need to move over there. Apparently that's the side where the new people are. This is the side where the old people are. It's not old people, they're return customers, sorry. So, hands up if you were here last year. Awesome. Hopefully you guys last year all managed to have a great time, despite despite the way that it was. So, if you were not here, I hate this table being where it's at. Can we just like pull this out? No, we can't. There's a whole bunch of stuff under there.
It's already tapped in.
All right, well, I'm going to address the new people. You guys are going to have to wait your turn. Hi. Gosh, I'm judging all of your clothing. Not really seeing a lot of Furrydelphia merch. One. Basically is. Okay, Furrydelphia merch. No Furrydelphia merch.
Right here, go.
You were just definitely giving some last year. I remember your look of shock and awe last year when I handed you your bags.
I'm sorry, I haven't gotten.
Alright, you guys need to wait and talk to a friend. Furrydelphia merch. No FD merch, and you're on staff. You got it. She knows what's up. FD merch. Okay, I know who my friends are. Alright, cool. Make sure you rock it, guys. Do you have any idea how much love and effort goes into this merchandise? We know that there's some people out there, not even necessarily furrycon, but anything, sporting events, like anything, where they're just like, whatever, throw the logo on a shirt, who cares? I personally work from about October until basically a week before the convention to make sure that this stuff comes out as good as possible. So, it's very important to me to Furrydelphia is really awesome merch. So, if you're not a sponsor, you're missing out. I gotta say, the shirts this year are pretty sick. Also, I don't have a picture of it, so you're gonna just have to believe me. But this year we have a shirt that I designed myself. It's my own artwork. I spent a lot of time drawing it. And it says on it, remembering from memory, it says on it, I crossed the brand new I-95 Common Ave overpass on my way to Furrydelphia. And I got this t-shirt, which is not stupid and is actually pretty comfortable. And then there is a drawing, and the drawing is labeled, it has a fourth grader-esque picture of an overpass with a car on it, and there's arrows pointing to me and my car, the overpass at Common Ave. It's all labeled, very easy to understand. And believe it or not, it is actually printed on a pretty expensive shirt. So it's really nice quality, despite how absurd it is. They're pretty cheap, and like I said, I drew myself. So if we leave the convention, we still have them. I will take it personally. So please buy 3. Please wear them to other events. Everyone will look at it and be like, what? It's so much text. It's all left justified text, Times New Roman, like, it looks terrible. on purpose. And the notes are in Comic Sans. It is aesthetically not a vibe, on purpose. I am thoroughly derailed from my original train of thought. Oh, someone's calling me! I love when people call me during events. Scamp likely. My favorite is I've been getting a power company once. Hi, we're from the electric company. We're calling to give you 30% off. All you have to do is give us your bank account information. First of all, why would my electric company be volunteering to give me 30% off?
Stand-up comedy.
Anyone who falls for that is insane. Hands up if you fell for that so far. Yeah? I'm sorry for your identity. Yeah? Don't give people your social security number, fully. They don't deserve it. So, yeah, I know, comic book, whatever. So, last year, registration was a disaster. Dealer's Den, also a disaster. Everything was kind of like a big hot mess. A lot of it was not our fault. Good amount of it was our fault due to poor planning and, you know, huge learning experience. So the hotel this year has really worked hard to correct anything that was on them from last year, corrected. Like 100%, all of our space delivered on time. In fact, all of our space not only delivered on time, but ahead of schedule by 2 days. We literally had people showing up yesterday at like 5 p.m. on staff, be like, I'm here, what do I do? And we're like in a beach chair. Like, how do I help you? You got a church key? Like, I got, you know, can you open this up here? We've been Jay chilling, man. It's been an easy con. And they made us cookies. Anyone have the cookies yesterday?
Yeah.
They came out real. I mean, they tasted good, yeah. But did you see them? Damn. This little man on everything. In case you haven't noticed, that is not just a wolf character. That is a fursuit. He does have a little zipper, in case you didn't notice. So that is our Swedish furniture store that I'm not allowed to say the name of. Little instruction manual man. First suited up. So we upgraded our hotel situation. We upgraded our reg. We had the badge pickup out on the balcony, which looked like it was going really fast. Hopefully it was. In the room reg, a little bit slower, my apologies. Issue's been corrected, should be moving a lot faster today. Let's see, what else did we upgrade? I don't know. Stage looks a lot better. Shout out to AV team in the back of the house who literally did not sleep in order to get this up. Alden, please go take a nap. If you would like to contribute to the convention, you may do so by buying them coffee. And pretty much any other staff member you see while you're at it. You look like you can use a cuppa. I could use a cuppa. I love coffee, man. You bring me a coffee. I can't lip read, so I don't know what you're saying. So, cutting to the chase, we're very confident that the convention this year is going to be awesome. We have a great lineup of events, we have a great stage, we have a really cool theme, we have a lot of cool merchandise, we have a lot of stuff that's on theme. I gotta come give you guys some love as well, even though there's way fewer of you. There's a ton of people over there. So, I'm fully derailed now, so now I guess I need to comment. Yeah, let's just go down the list.
The charities every year. Are they here? I haven't even seen them. They'll be here when they're here.
Cool. All right, so Furrydelphia, like every convention that you'll find out there, partners with a local charity every single year, and every single year, back to our first year, which was 2017, wow, I'm old, it has been the Bella Reed Pit Bull Rescue. So, Furrydelphia spent a lot of time figuring out who was going to be our charity. And we popped around to a lot of different charity groups. We went and checked out their places, saw their facilities, and a lot of the places, so we went to this one place where we walked in, and the very first thing you see at this nonprofit is a solid granite wall of all of their sponsors. And they've got names like Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and University of Pennsylvania, and Comcast. And we're just well, they don't need our money. And off we go. If you have a granite wall in your lobby, and you're a nonprofit, yeah. Our little, we were our little $5,000 donation would mean nothing to them. And then we decided to seek out the Bella Reed Pit Bull Rescue. They were doing a local event at a PetSmart. So me, Drayne, con-chair, hi, nice to meet you. Higwitz, vice chair, ever silent until you get to know him. Oh yeah. We went and sought these guys out at one of their events, having no idea what to expect, and what we found was a little table, like a dealer's den looking table, with a cheap tablecloth and a little tip jar, and two very tired looking people just sitting there, and a puppy on a leash that was just out of control, just insane, running all over the place, wild. And their tip jar had maybe $15 in it. And so we went up and we talked to them, and so what we found out about the Pit Bull Rescue from talking to them is that they do not have a brick and mortar establishment. If you don't know what brick and mortar means, it basically means that they don't have a storefront. It's not a shelter. You know how you go to ASPCA to adopt a dog, it's a building? They're distinctly lacking in the building part of the shelter. It is a foster network. So what that means is the volunteers of the rescue. Am I losing battery or something? You guys hear me cutting in and out? Something coming in and out. I'll just start screaming at you. Always fixes everything. The volunteers of this organization literally run it out of their houses. So they partner with the ASPCA police, which is a thing, and their primary goal is to find underground breeders of the American Pit Bull Terrier, things like fight rings, like dog fight rings, illegal breeders who have no certifications who are raising puppies in terrible positions, and they go to these locations, bust them up, and take all the puppies, and rehabilitate them, because some of these dogs come back to them in really, really, really bad condition. And this all happens out of people's houses. A volunteer somewhere is taking a puppy that's sick and injured and bringing it to their house and feeding it from their own money to rehabilitate them, get them back up to health, and then find them forever homes. And they're very, very strict about their adoption policies to make sure that the dogs are treated very well in their future homes. So, we once had a year where we raised, I think it was the second year, we raised $6,000 or something like that for the charity. And then, not even a month later, they rescued 2 dogs that were in a life or death injured situation and badly needed surgery. The total bill for both dogs' surgery came out to almost exactly, I think we were $10 off the amount of money that we raised. So, the Furrydelphia attendees, through their donations, directly saved 2 actual dogs. Those dogs got adopted and went off to their forever homes and are now very, very happy. So,
good for them.
To this day, Furrydelphia remains their largest sponsor. We give them more money at least to my knowledge, we give them more money than any other organization, any other individual does each year. We're pretty much at a point where they are almost reliant at this time of year on this money coming in. Now, we have never breached the 5-figure amount of donation. I always say, and I'm not just saying it, I genuinely mean it, that furry conventions do not, or at least should not, compete. It's not a competition. We're not competing to see who can have the biggest attendance. We're not competing to see who can be in the largest hotel. We're just here to have a good time. Whether we have 100 attendees or 10,000 attendees, it doesn't matter. That being said, if we're gonna compete on something, we might as well compete to see who can raise the most money for a charity. And I will say that we have always kind of lagged behind. Hello? Hey. I'm still the same person. Still the same. I think it's the receiver. Hello, hello. So, as I was saying, we've always kind of lagged behind. Our, I can't say it off the top of my head because it's not something that I, sit and grind my fingers over, but whatever, the average amount of money donated at a furry convention is, I'm over here looking at A&E. Somehow, Anther New England has, almost the same attendance as us, but they have, skyrocketed their donations. I don't know how they do it. They raise a ton of money for charity. We've always kind of lagged behind them. I'm not saying it's your fault. No but. Not saying it's your fault, period. But. All I'm asking is that as you guys see, we have a bunch of charity events on the schedule. We have the charity auction, which might as well be a comedy show. Anyone was here last year? We did eat the beans. The beans were eaten by this man. I don't know. Is someone doing beans? Is someone gonna do beans? Mother Inferior is in fact in the room. Big round of applause for Mother Inferior. Our charity auction master.
Who's actually an auctioneer?
You want money for the puppies. So, we have the charity auction, which might as well be a comedy show. I run a hilarious event called Charity Cards Against Humanity, which is where I put Cards Against Humanity prompts up on these screens, and I ask you funny questions, and you purchase white Cards Against Humanity cards, and then you bring them up on stage, and I read them.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Higgins picks out the good ones, and if you pay extra, they'll give you the good cards. And that's always done pretty good for us. There's a number of other charity events, and the charity themselves are in the dealer's den, so just please, guys, if you can find it in your hearts to be generous and give to that organization. The furry fandom's handhold with local charities has always been a huge part of the furry fandom, and continuing that is really, really important to us. So our growth and our success must continue to be their growth and their success. So please be generous and go check out the Bellary Pitbull Rescue. We had 1 million people message us on Twitter to be like, hi, your convention map's not in your website or your Twitter. My bad. Here it is in the con book. I'm gonna get it on the website. Sorry. So here's what you need to know for 100 of you that are here. So just so you know, Main Events is located on this floor. In this room. Just in case you weren't aware. Secondary events is the next room over, and obviously you don't know where registration is either, so that's over there too. More importantly, attendee services is the solid desk up here on this level. They are open until I think midnight each night. So if you have any questions, I believe that's where you go for lost and found and things of that nature. If you want to help volunteer for the convention, that would be the place that you would go for that. Downstairs is dominated by our newly upgraded gargantuan dealer's den.
Time to make poor financial decisions.
That's going to be really hard to miss. Artist Alley is outside on the balcony, basically right underneath where we are right now. Also on that level, it gets a little cavey back there, so if you see a hallway, there's probably something down it. But if it looks like back of house, don't go back there. Yeah. We've got panel rooms 1, 2, and 3 on the map. We have a headless lounge, which is where you can go to change into and out of your fursuit. We've got our quiet room, which is pretty much open to anybody if you have like overstim concerns or you just need to get away from the convention into a quiet, calm, relaxed space. That's what that's for. And we have the Furry Logic escape room, which has returns. And they will be, I don't know where they are right now, but they will be down there later. And then finally, we've got our public safety and medical walk-in office. Due to privacy concerns, the doors to that room do remain closed. Please open the door and just walk on in. Those guys are there to help you. If you walk into the room and no one's there, that's a problem, but please leave. There should be someone in there all the time. But any, non-emergent medical issues, I managed to cut my finger yesterday. That was great. So pop down there for a Band-Aid, things of that nature. We can't give you drugs, so don't ask.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. Now you're paying attention to me. Anyone who was zoning out is like, wait, what did he just say? Dealer's Den, freshly upgraded. Our gaming space has been moved out of what was the Dealer's Den. So I didn't realize, so prior to Furrydelphia last year, the map of that room has a whole bunch of doors on the map. And I was like, oh cool, we've got doors that lead directly into the game room. Fun fact, those are emergency exit doors, and they do not lead into the space. So the only way to get into that space was through the Dealer's Den. Oops. So we have fixed that. The gaming space is now up here, maybe a little loud because of main events, but oh well, it's basically an arcade. I don't know what to tell you. Doing our best. The upside is that our Dealer's Den is now huge and isn't going to be 1,000,000 degrees and isn't going to be super humid. So go check it out. I will say we've had a couple adjustments to the layout of the den. So there's this thing at the bottom that says check out our interactive map at marketplace.furrydelphia.org/map. If you go there, that should be current. And then the schedule. In the olden days, we would print the schedule in the comic book. And then everything would change last minute. And then the schedule in the comic book would be wrong. So now, you got this fancy thing where you scan that, or just go to events.furrydelphia.org/schedule, which is where that goes. And that'll take you to the schedule. It's also, as it would say, on the back of your con badge. There's a QR code there. Oh yeah, we upgraded the con badges. They're big now. DJ lineup, those guys are cool. Check them out. It's the dates. Everyone loves the dates. Okay, room to improve. So, Furrydelphia is never going to be perfect. If you expect us to be perfect, then ha! But during the convention, well, getting ahead of myself, we have 2 URLs for assistance. We have during the convention, we have after the convention. During the convention, you can go to furrydelphia.org/contact us. It's basically like a little ticket form. You can fill in, I have a problem with this, this, or that, whatever. It kicks it over to our operations team, and we immediately receive that ticket, and we can see what we can do to help you out. If it's after the convention and you have comments, you can go to furrydelphia.org/feedback and you can give us your comments. We do review every single one of those comments. Some of them we laugh at, but most of them we take seriously. The ones we laugh at are goofy, like, oh, I went to a restaurant around the corner and it was bad. Well, I guess I'll go over there and strangle them, exactly. Speaking of restaurants, dining guide. Fun fact about the dining guide, I wrote this. Now, by I wrote this, I mean I copy-pasted a lot of it from Google, but I have personally been to every one of these spots. Don't stalk me, but my personal work office is like a block away from here, so I'm a little familiar with the area. I know the good restaurants, I know the bad restaurants, and so it's funny because that person filled out that thing that's like, I went to this restaurant, they were bad, and I was like, yeah, I know. I know. It was very validating, but who here is not from Philly? Almost all of you, sick. Who here wants a Philly cheesesteak as part of their experience? What, like 4 of you? Come on. All right, well, the rest of you are lame, and for my cool friends who like to eat junk food, the best freaking place that you can go for a cheesesteak is called Who said Wawa?
He's right. I work at Walmart, and he's right.
I love Wawa. And Wawa cheesesteaks are trash.
I have you know I work at Wawa, and you're right.
Yeah, I know it right. I'll have you know that I've eaten at Wawa. A lot. Wawa's in business because they're open past 9 p.m. What's up? Yeah, Pat and Gino's. Oh, I'd rather eat Wawa. Go to Cleavers. It is about, my watch is buzzing. Oh, it's a text from my mom. My mom just texted me and said, I hope you have a wonderful convention. Also, a friend is calling me. It's, hey buddy, I'm in opening ceremonies.
Hi. Love you.
Yeah, you are. Are you sure it's not really important? I'm already on the phone, you might as well just tell me. I'm sick. All right, I'll see you later. Yeah. I'll see you then. The attendees say hi. Hi. Talk to you later. Bye. I love when people call me during events. It's honestly the coolest thing. And my mom just texted me, said, you're on my mind, have a successful and prosperous and fun weekend. I love my mom, dude. I will drag her here one day. I think she thinks it's weird, but like is supportive anyway, so. Oh, it's weird as hell. No. That sounds cringe. Furrydelphia will never be cringe. Anyway, so there's 2 things on the dining guide. Cleavers. It says, staff comment, if you want to try a real authentic Philly cheesesteak, do yourself a favor and walk down to Cleavers on 18th. It's only about a 15-minute walk and the steak is to die for. You can thank us later. In fact, you can thank me right now, sitting right in front of you. You're welcome. And then it says, Pat's or Gino's, this classic tourist location. These feuding establishments located in South Philly both claim to have the best Philly cheesesteaks. Oh no, oh no, oh, we hate each other. We hate each other so much. You know, we hate each other so much that you better come by from both of us and then tell us which one is better. Make sure you buy from both of us so you can tell us how much we hate each other. Tourist trap. But, I mean, go find and see for yourself.
Hey,
gyms reopened yet? They have a fire.
I actually don't know if Jim's is reopened yet.
They had a fire last year.
Nah, Jim's burned down, RIP. The closest place to here, I would send you to John's Roast Pork, but that is pretty far away. If you have a car and you feel like driving, you can go to John's Roast Pork. But if you're walking and it's not thunderstorming, go down to Cleaver's. Everything else is really sick. There's a Victory Tap House around the corner. There's a City Tap House around the corner. There's a bunch of Irish pubs, like pubs, bars, Philly cheesesteak, quick stuff. We got Rex Pizza. We do got Wawa. I recommend not the cheesesteak. We got Federal Donuts. Federal Donuts, so named because it was open on Federal Street. Federal Donuts, am I running out of time? No, I got time, I got 20 minutes. Federal Donuts, so they do two things. They do donuts, obviously, and they do fried chicken. Now let me tell you a secret, they fry both in the same oil. It's really damn good, and you can get a chicken sandwich on a donut. Highly recommend. If you're not like me and you're trying to lose this, then go to Federal Donuts. What? I didn't hear that. Too many of you are talking about Swedish meatballs. So IKEA is located on the waterfront.
Way down there.
Not the waterfront. Yeah, it's next to John's Roast Pork. Otherwise, you know, we got all kinds of restaurants in Philly. Philly's a huge food scene, so I highly, highly recommend that you try out a bunch. We're really close to Chinatown, which is amazing. There's like 50 hot pot places, and they're all good. And if you don't know what hot pot place is, go figure it out right now. You are missing out.
It is awesome.
Reading Terminal Market's awesome. The Marriott Philadelphia downtown is right next to Reading Terminal Market. Foreshadowing. And then if you have a ton of money, unlike me, there's a whole bunch of really, really nice upscale restaurants too. Urban Farm is great, Barclay Prime is great. If you know who Steven Starr is, Barclay Prime is a Steven Starr. If you want a really good cheesesteak, Barclay Prime has a $150 Wagyu truffle cheesesteak. It's $150, and everyone who's tried it has said that it was totally worth that price. So if you've got $150 kicking around and you want to go eat a cheesesteak, give it a try. And then across the street we also have JG Sky High, which if you ask me is a really good place for a drink, and that's about it. But feel free to give it a try. And then the rest of the con book, if you give a damn about who the board members are, hi. My beautiful picture is in here, as well as Higowitz. We are the chair and vice chair, respectively. If you ask us your questions personally, we will probably tell you to go talk to attendee services. Just kidding, happy to help. But if I'm running somewhere, please don't stop me in the middle of running. I'm probably in a hurry. Frey is our director of public safety. We've got Yukari as our chief tech officer and our director of staff. And then we have Hyperion, who is our general manager. Some of you have probably already talked to him. And then we just have the staff list, which is mostly just there as a thank you. We really, really, really cannot say enough praise about the wonderful volunteer staff members who work for Furrydelphia to make this happen. And while I'm on the thank you tour, the next pages are our sponsors, super sponsors, and elite sponsors. For some reason, you guys decide to give us an exorbitant amount of money each year. I don't know why, but please continue to do so. You guys are great. We do our best to have really good merch for you every year. Unfortunately, I know we had a couple substitutions from what was originally on the thing. We had a multi-tool, got sold out as we were about to buy it, so we had to pivot. We did the Bluetooth speaker instead, which if you ask me is a cooler. And speaking of cooler, we didn't get a canvas tote bag because I got the sample in for the canvas tote bag and it was junk. So I got you an insulated cooler picnic bag instead for you to bring all of your sandwiches, and definitely not beer.
Totally not beer.
And then the back of the comic book looks like a cardboard box. So that's about where we're at. It is 11:15. and the dealer's den. Oh my gosh, my guest of honor. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so busy talking about myself. So, is Tailends here, or are they in the dealer's den? They're probably in the dealer's den. All right. They're beat. No, they're not beat. Yeah, next gift product. No. So, Tailends is one of our guests of honor this year. They do customized furry apparel and accessories, and are the ones that designed our shirt for us this year. So, the t-shirt is Tailends merch, as well as Furrydelphia merch. Tailends has really, really awesome stuff. They do custom branded. You can get your own character design, like on t-shirts, jerseys, underwear, all kinds of things. I'm just being honest. So they are located in the dealer's den. They are on, when you first walk in, they're like to the left before you enter the second room. You'll figure it out. Their table's huge and they've got signs. But Tailends has been great to work with. They were phenomenal GOH. We're so happy to have them here. And definitely please go check out their business. They've been awesome. Sorry they can't be here right now, but the dealer's den is currently open, so they're probably dealing with all that.
Money.
And up next, of course, my lovely friend who is here, our executive chef for Nordic FuzzCon, Strike. If you want to talk about Swedish meatballs, this is the Swedish meatball. He's literally a Swedish chef.
Bork, bork.
Care to say a few words, sir?
Sure.
Oh no. He's got a can of fermented fish.
So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm the executive chef of Nordic FuzzCon convention that's taken over Confuzzled as the second largest in Europe now.
Flew here from Denmark.
I flew over from Denmark and I had
That's a long flight.
yeah. I went past both Belgium and Canada to get here, so it was a little bit of a ride. I'm having a few panels about Swedish things. There's some Swedish myths and folklore coming later. And tomorrow we're having Swedish midsummer games Furson style. I have some Swedish cuisine, a panel about Swedish cuisine, and I'm going to have a little game called IKEA or no IKEA. I'm going to give you a Swedish word or location, and it's up to the contestants to guess whether it's actually an IKEA product or not.
Sign me up.
Who would like some fish?
I'll try it.
Pretty good.
Can't be that bad.
Biohazard.
Hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger or leaves permanent scars.
Yeah, screw eat the beans, now it's eat the fish.
Eat the fish! Eat the fish! Eat the fish! Eat the
I don't think this can opener's working, boss.
Because I have a better piano.
You're gonna cut your fingers if you try to rip that open. I would prefer that our GOH not be our first major medical call. Yeah, no, don't get sick here, please.
National healthcare plan, don't get sick.
While you're working on that, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our return customer, Mr. Lego Sheepy Stars, who flew down here from California to hang with the furries for some reason. Care to say something, Jonah?
What's up, guys? I absolutely love this. I'll have you guys know that I don't go to any other furry convention. This is the only one. Only because thank you guys so much. I'm going to be signing autographs for 2 hours every day, 11 to 1. So if you don't give me today, you can give me tomorrow. If you don't give me tomorrow, you can give me Sunday. And I think Sunday night, we're going to have all kinds of time together. I have a Voice Acting 101 panel at 3, which is me not giving you information, but you asking me questions, and then I'm just going to be this like open vein to the LA and American voiceover stuff for you guys to ask any questions you want. And I'll try and answer truthfully and honestly with little to no jokes, but there will still be some jokes. And then most of it, what I'm going to be doing is just walking around and hanging out with you guys. I treat this as kind of a, like, if you see me walking around, say hi, get a picture, hang out with me. Yeah, exactly. Whatever you guys want. I'm here for you guys. So thank you so much for bringing me. I'm actually gonna split and set up my signing over there.
Yeah,
so,
he's doing autographs next door.
I got all my characters, mostly like the junior right now, but like I got all my characters. If you see something you like, just come over, get in line, say hi. If you don't get, we might cut it off, but if you don't get it today, then tomorrow we're gonna miss it. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Jeez, God, that's so good.
So who would like to do the five? You ready?
Oh, here we go. Oh, God. Pay attention.
What is this?
I don't know, but you just got nailed by a Swedish chef. How do you feel?
Is this some kind of candy?
Don't follow along, and it's filled with candy.
Oh, I got trolled. We were trolled.
I love how you just got nailed with candy. Okay.
I think it's caramel.
I like anything fit.
Who looks candy?
Sure.
Plot twist, it's actually fish flavored.
Nice.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
No, it's like candy, yeah. Shotgun in it.
Could we have the AV team come up here and get some? Give us some.
You know what they do? Interesting taste.
I think that's the guest of honor. Am I missing somebody? That'd be real embarrassing. I think that's all three. We got tail ends, we got stripe, and we got Jonah. Well, we had Jonah, now he's gone. We got 7 minutes. Any questions from the audience about anything at all? It doesn't even have to be about Furrydelphia. Yeah.
How many hairs on a whale's chin?
0. Because it's funny. The question was why the theme, and the answer is because we're unhinged and it's funny. Let me get some people from the back. Someone else have hands up. Oh, your hands up for him. Yeah, all the way back.
Where'd they go?
No. Next question, yes. No. Next question. Yes, all the way back.
So, what's the gist of the origin story? How did this all start?
How did this start? Me and Higowitz were really drunk at New Year's for ball, and we were like, we need a convention to be in Philly because there's no convention, and the closest one is FurPoc or Furthermore, and that's like a 3-hour group, and screw that. And we woke up sober, and it still sounded like a good idea. So if it sounds good, drunk and sober, it's a good idea. Yeah. What? 0. Next.
Given that this is IKEA theme, where is the maze where you get lost and only are found a year later?
So first I shall say that this is not IKEA themed because that name is trademarked and we are not allowed to use it. Our Swedish furniture store generic theme, the convention is the maze. The maze is in your heart. You have to solve it. The maze is life, my dear.
The maze was the friends we made along
Yes.
the way.
Heck yeah.
Sure.
In fact, it's been taken over by felines. It's Meowpia now.
It is not. The Furrydelphia will never be taken over by felines. Yeah.
Yet.
No. Yeah.
Are Circles still banned this year?
Yes, Circles are still banned and will never be allowed at Furrydelphia. Next question. Yes, in the fursuit.
Hold on, I got something.
Next question while that person's coming up. Someone knows the question? Yeah. Because they're cringe. And Furrydelphia will never be cringe. I do like your badge name. Meatish, I know that that's supposed to be pronounced sweet ball, but that's pronounced sweat ball. Meatish sweat ball is what that says. Some of you had some really funny badge names. One of them I can't say, but it was really funny. We may do at closing ceremonies, because closing ceremonies is a little bit more adult, a funniest names, like, recap. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, over there. I can't say it on set. Is anyone here under 18?
Plug ears.
2. We have 2 people. 17, 16. Are you above 14? Okay. The funniest name I've seen so far. I am gay, so I'm allowed to say this. The funniest name so far, someone's badge name was Faggoty Ann. That is definitely the funniest badge name so far. That's going to be hard to top, but I believe it can be done. Next question. Who is the best she said? Max is at Broad and Erie. Give him a try. Next question. Yeah.
Hybrids are overrated.
Huh?
Do you think hybrids are overrated?
I am a hybrid, so no. Next. What? Next. Cringe. Furrydelphia will never be cringe. Next question. Yeah, all the way back.
There'll never be a bullpen.
Furrydelphia will never be cringe. Next question. Yeah, we are just not free for all. For one, people actually come here. All right. No. All right. Any last questions before I dismiss with my closing remarks? Yeah. Okay, next. Don't swear, this is all ages. Next.
Are you gonna have a good day?
I hope. Not having a good day so far. Next.
I hope everyone has a good day.
Are protogens cringe?
Say it again.
Are protogens cringe?
Very. Next.
Will that shirt be available in the dealer's den?
Yes, at some point. However, if you want Furrydelphia merch, I will say it does go fast and people frequently go home disappointed. You can buy Furrydelphia merch at your registration. So, quick side note, when you're pre-registering online, pre-registering is the only way to guarantee you get merch through FD. And you don't have to be a sponsor. If you just want the shirt, for example, when you select your badge, as you scroll down, we give you options to add stuff to your registration, so you can add the merch items a la carte. Now I will say, you do save money by going with the sponsors. Like the total a la carte price is less than the sponsor price. So you do save money by going sponsor. But if you just want a shirt, you can pre-order it. We'd rather have you do that because we'd rather not under-order and then have you disappointed and go home without a shirt. Next question. I got 1 minute. Yeah, last one. Stop! Yeah. No, but we're trying to be.
I have a question.
Furrydelphia is not the best convention.
I have an important
but we're
question.
trying to be.
No.
All right, I'm going to close with these remarks. One of my favorite things to do is to share with other people the weird, particular stuff that irks me and see if I can unlock a new pet peeve in anyone else by pointing out how annoying it is. So, my goal is that every single one of you here is gonna go, you know what, I never thought about that, but now that I'm thinking about that, that is really annoying. So, let me add a little bit more annoyance to the world. So, one thing that I find really annoying, mind you, this is a me issue, is when you're driving, everyone here have a driver's license, everyone drive a car? When you're driving, sorry, my gay is gonna come out a little bit because I'm being sassy. When you're driving a car, and let's say you pull up to well, I'm getting ahead of myself. When you're driving the car, and someone waves you through when you have the right of way. So let me put this into perspective for you. So you come up to a stop sign. You are going straight. The next person who came up is turning left. Who gets to go first? You do, because you're going straight. But that person pulls up with their turn signal on, and they're like, doing this. Like, they've got their... And I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna go through this stop sign before you, but not because you gave me permission. I have the right of way. I'm supposed to go before you. You're not allowing it to happen. That's just the rule. That's like if a guy walked up on the street and is like, hey, I want to let you know, I could totally bug you right now, but I'm not gonna. And it just keeps walking. Like what, you want credit for not doing something illegal? Stop waving me through the intersection when it's my turn, Mr. Me. It's all about me. I have to give everyone permission to do everything. I find that really annoying. Does anyone else now find that annoying? Yeah, so annoying. If you do that, stop. You're asking me if I've ever considered other people. The answer is no.
Your first?
No, but other people not following the rules, what are they gonna do? Go forward? That's their right. You're telling me to do something that I'm already doing. I'm in the process of doing it. You're like, yeah, go ahead. Like, I didn't need your permission, homie.
Your first mistake was assuming other drivers are intelligent.
Oh, they're dumb as rocks. Other drivers are dumb as rocks. Especially if you are from, yeah, I'm going there. Especially if you are from Maryland, Virginia, or, what's my third one?
Jersey.
Well, not even Boston. Like Massachusetts, you don't really see a lot of them down here. The ones you see a lot down here are, oh, I remember it. The ones you see a lot down here are Maryland, Virginia, and Florida.
Florida? Oh,
if you are from any of those states, you do not know how to drive a car. You are all rude. Yeah, I know. Maryland people don't know how to drive.
Hey.
You don't know how to drive. That's all I got, friends. I'm 5 minutes over my time, but I was started 10 minutes late because of the stages I'm going. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to Furrydelphia. Am I saying that right? Cool.
That was
Thank you guys. Please enjoy the convention. I will be walking around. And I'll see you all out there.